The untimely death of Matthew Perry, the beloved Friends star whose portrayal of the wisecracking Chandler Bing brought laughter to millions across decades, continues to cast a long, somber shadow over Hollywood and beyond. In the wake of his passing at the age of 54 in October 2023, attributed to the acute effects of a ketamine overdose, new layers of grief and accountability have emerged from the most personal quarters: his parents. Through deeply moving victim impact letters submitted ahead of a sentencing hearing, Matthew's mother, Suzanne Morrison, and stepfather, Keith Morrison, alongside his father, John Perry, and stepmother, Debbie Perry, have laid bare their profound sorrow while zeroing in on one figure they deem among the most culpable of all: Dr. Salvador Placenscia. Set to face judgment on December 3, 2025, as one of 5 individuals convicted in connection to Matthew's death, Placencia's role has ignited a raw outpouring of familial anguish that transcends the courtroom, offering a poignant glimpse into the human cost of addiction's dark underbelly. Suzanne and Keith's letter, as shared through reports, begins with an existential query that captures the ineffable nature of loss. How do you measure grief? Can you possibly provide any rational accounting? The bottom falling out? Yes, that. These words evoke a visceral image of a foundation crumbling, a metaphor for the life they had fought so vigilantly to sustain. Matthew's journey had been one of public triumphs shadowed by private demons. His battle with addiction, candidly chronicled in his 2022 memoir Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, was no secret to the world. Yet for his parents, it was a relentless siege patched together with duct tape and baling wire, anything to shield their firstborn from the abyss. Their efforts, therapy sessions, interventions, moments of quiet support, were a testament to unconditional love, holding aloft a son whose charisma masked profound vulnerabilities. Here was a life so entwined with ours, they wrote, underscoring the symbiotic bond that defined their family dynamic, where Matthew's successes were collective joys and his setbacks shared burdens. The intrusion of greedy jackals, as they so poetically and bitterly described those who exploited Matthew's fragility, shattered this fragile equilibrium. Placenscia, who admitted to injecting the actor with ketamine and distributing it, without a legitimate medical purpose, in the lead-up to his death, emerges as the primary villain in their narrative. This wasn't a momentary lapse but a calculated betrayal of the Hippocratic Oath, conducted under the cover of night in clandestine meetings that preyed on Matthew's desperation. The parents' outrage peaks in their condemnation. No one alive and in touch with the world at all could have been unaware of Matthew's struggles. But this doctor conspired to break his most important vows, repeatedly sneaked through the night to meet his victim in secret. The word victim lands with devastating weight, reframing Matthew not as a flawed individual but as someone ensnared by a predator's avarice. For a few $1,000s, Placenscia commodified suffering, even reveling in it with a chilling internal monologue. I wonder how much this moron will pay. Let's find out. This revelation, drawn from evidence in the case, strips away any veneer of professionalism, exposing a man who feasted on vulnerability. The letter's emotional crescendo laments the stolen future. His story moved so many people. And he wanted, needed, deserved a third act. It was in the planning. Matthew's memoir had hinted at this redemption arc, a narrative of recovery where he envisioned mentoring others through addiction's maze, leveraging his platform for good. His parents clung to this vision, seeing in him not just a son but a warm, loving man who was to be our rock as we aged. An uncle to our grandchildren and the mountain his siblings could turn to. Our next patriarch, as John and Debbie articulated in their own missive. Their words paint a portrait of legacy interrupted, a family tree pruned prematurely by negligence. Debbie's sharp rebuke, that Placenscia didn't deserve to hear their unfiltered pain, adds a layer of defiant dignity, refusing to grant the doctor the absolution of empathy. This public airing of grief serves a dual purpose: catharsis for the family and a clarion call for systemic change. Matthew's death spotlighted the perils of off-label ketamine use, a drug touted for depression treatment but rife with abuse potential when unregulated. His parents' letters humanize the statistics, reminding us that behind every overdose headline is a tapestry of loved ones left grappling with what-ifs. What if safeguards were stricter for high-profile patients? What if the medical community fostered more open dialogues about celebrity addiction, destigmatizing help-seeking? Their narrative echoes broader conversations ignited by Perry's passing, from enhanced scrutiny on physicians prescribing controlled substances to advocacy for mental health resources tailored to those in the entertainment industry's pressure cooker.